Hi, Shelby.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Good to see you.
Good seeing you as well.
Great. Thank you for agreeing to do this. A lot of the people who want to work with us always want to talk to our past clients, and I never want to take their time. So this is kind of the second best thing for them to hear from you directly on the video. So thanks for agreeing to do this. Shelby, before uh, we get into some of my questions, can you tell us a little bit about your job and what you do?
Yes, I work at a mental health tech company. I have been working there for over 5 years at this point, which for this industry, for Silicon Valley startup
Mm,
industry, my company is based in the Bay Area. That's quite some time now. I'm in product management, so I work with. I'm at the intersection of technology, business, and then our users, and really work through based off of where we want to go for our business strategy, what makes most sense to build to both hit our business strategy and make sure that we're doing right by our users, and then obviously is possible to build in kind of the timeframes that we're looking at. At this point in my career, I am more on the management and strategy side than actually building that technology myself. I manage teams who do that, and at this point, I'm managing the overall strategy of the portfolio that the technology portfolio that they use. Um, so really my job encompasses, okay, if we look in the next 1 to 3 years, what do our product roadmaps look like for this area? And then again, managing teams and helping coach and grow the reports that report up to me.
awesome. Do you mind sharing what your situation was before you started to work with us, and what got you interested?
Yeah, 100%. I am at the group product management level right now, which for a lot of other roles that would be similar to a director, mid-level director role. And at my company, I would really like to get into the director, senior director, even potentially VP area one day. And was just feeling a little bit lost on how to go about doing that. I've also, in my previous reviews at my company, have heard there are elements that I can do to improve my overall executive presence, notably communication being one of them, and just overall comfortability in front of higher level executives, etc. So my situation was I had been promoted about a year ago into a group product manager role. One of my colleagues had recently been promoted to a director role, and I was really looking for, hey, how might I go about doing this? What are some of the extra things that I can do to better progress in my career? And there was no real urgency for me, but I thought it was a good time to really understand what it would take to get to the next level since I'm at a mid-level right now.
Right. And what happened after we started working together? What results have you seen?
I have gotten really, really good reviews from my manager, who is the VP of product. We just had our mid-year reviews; those went really, really well, and it seems like I am on track to potentially be seriously considered for a promotion at the end of the year, which is typically when we do most of our promotions anyway. I also feel that I am far more equipped to handle scenarios that in the past I would struggle with a little bit. So I really do feel like I have a toolkit. It's funny because I work at a company that does mental health. We talk all the time about, hey, we can do short-term mental health because we are equipping our patients with a toolkit that they can use outside of sessions with a therapist. They can practice it. And that's honestly what I feel like I have. I have so many notes that I can refer back to. I feel a lot more comfortable with situations that are tricky personally in the professional world. So I feel like some of the tension with maybe, hey, we have to make tough calls in our business, and there's folks that you have to tell, hey, we don't want to work on this one thing because right now, unfortunately, it's just not the priority. I feel a lot more comfortable dealing with those tough scenarios in a way where I know I'm not going to disappoint people. I know that I can still have them on my side as advocates for me throughout the years in the company. So overall, I'm feeling far more equipped to deal with my professional life, especially as I grow in some of those scenarios where they just get harder and there are more people that you're dealing with at higher levels who are going to have stronger opinions.
Awesome. And what did you find most beneficial in the program for your particular situation?
Really, I
Strategy
think
that worked for you?
Yeah, really, I think knowing myself better, knowing where my strengths and weaknesses are, also being able to identify what others in the company, what their personality, Enneagram types might be, and how I can cater to some of their tendencies. That was super helpful. I think also knowing that some of my leadership is a type 8, like I am, is very helpful as well because I can lean into parts of my type 8 that I know are going to resonate with them. I also found really working with people, so week 4, incredibly helpful, just understanding some of those tactics better. And being able to be malleable in terms of how I work with others and what is going to appeal most to them. So that was really, really helpful. And then I would say overall branding. I am at a point where I do really want to stay with my company, and thinking about how I can brand myself internally is super valuable and very, very helpful. And I felt like in many ways, I only really thought about that branding when I was job searching and never thought about it as a tool to use when looking to advance myself in my current company.
Great. And one last question, Shelby. What's your advice for people who are watching this and considering whether to work with us or not?
Yeah, I think my biggest piece of advice is like this program is what you get out of it. I have been really, really delighted with it. I have found working at my own pace has been most helpful for me because it's allowed me to absorb the material. It's allowed me to then practice the material in my day-to-day at work. And I found that has been really, really useful for me. So those concepts aren't just things that I'm learning and taking notes on, but they're actively things that I'm practicing. And so therefore I am emulating them, and the knowledge that I've gained has been much, much deeper. I think the other thing is too, like this is a lifetime course. Yes, you're going to do it in approximately 8 weeks or maybe more, like it took me longer. But really, these are tools that you can use for life anywhere at any level. And even a lot of these tools you can use in your personal life too. So I have found this class really, really valuable. There's so many good things about not just how to work through and advance yourself professionally, but really to emulate the identities that you want, both at work and at home. And I think those are just general life skills. I will also say the other thing that I forgot to mention is the Awesome Journal. I think the Awesome Journal has been really, really helpful. As someone who has, even though I have a confident Enneagram type, I have a bit of a moody one too. So there could be times where I'm questioning myself, things where I'm not so sure, and really referring back to the Awesome Journal to build that confidence has been tremendously helpful. And again, as someone who works in the mental health company, I feel like there's a lot of amazing overlap between things that you do in therapy to grow as a human being with this class as well. So I personally found that very, very exciting and very interesting. And there was a lot of great synergy there for me.
Great. Well, Shelby, thanks again for doing this. I know
Of
you've
course.
achieved great results, and I hope that you'll stay in touch and even come to the monthly meetings or just stay in touch with me and let me know about your progress, your advancements in the future.
Would love to do that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.